What's up, y'all? My name is Devontae, and I sacrificed my time so you don't have to. As per usual, before we get into Smackdown tonight, gotta run by this news for you guys really quick. I promise you, unless something really breaks like a response from Tony himself, this is my last time touching on the released superstars. But I feel as if I have to do my due diligence and I have to point out the discrepancies, the alleged discrepancies, in Tony Khan's comments when releasing the statement as to why he released the superstars. Just to kind of give a little bit more oomph to my disclaimer, my flat out accusation of what he actually did in regards to the release talent, which is he did it because CM Punk made comments about his stupid ass over-bloated roster, and that's why he did what he did, which was a response to CM Punk. He said beforehand that he did it because we needed to make more room, essentially is what he said, right? And he actually went out of his way to point out the reasons as to why each person he actually released had a reason behind his decision as to why they released him to make more room for the superstars. He said the boys who were with Dalton Castle on ROH, he released them because they allegedly no-showed a couple of shows, right? It was a little bit of a consistent thing, leaving it up to AEW. They responded with, and I'll leave the link down in the description box if you want to follow along, we have planned to stay quiet publicly about our release to take nothing away from the biggest show of the year for ROH and Supercard tonight, out of respect to the locker room that will be on it. Due to Tony's comments and the numerous fans, media outlets, friends, and co-workers that have reached out to us, that isn't an option for us anymore. We want to apologize to the Ring of Honor fans and to the AEW fans that were invested in the storyline, and we're expecting the both of us to be there. With so many fans wanting answers, in addition to numerous people that have voiced their opinions at the thought of us really just no-showing on some of the biggest opportunities of our lives due to Tony Khan's statement, here it is. My brother and I were told that we would be included in the story through Supercard, and there were plans for us to be with John and Taya leading up to the show. We were asked to pitch several ideas for ourselves, insinuating we would get the opportunity to show that we can wrestle more in the future. On March 16th, our scheduled date following Dalton losing custody, for the first time in our history of flying in North America, previously was Sinclair ROH and now Tony Khan's ROH, our travel was booked out of Nashville instead of our home airport of Knoxville. The screenshots of this interaction with management and the travel, including the times, are in the comments. On Monday, April 1st, we were contacted by management accompanied by HR on a call to inform us of our release due to budget cuts. So they're saying budget cuts. Leave it at the Tony Khan. He said they were making room. So which is it? That's what I'm saying. I don't believe this motherfucker. But continuing on. At that time, we raised concerns and repeatedly questioned if the release was due to the travel issues. We were repeatedly and adamantly assured that this was not the case and based solely on budget cuts. Since Tony's statement, we reached out yesterday providing the specific details, asking for Tony to clear this up. We haven't gotten no response. Unfortunately, in the court of public opinion, for a lot of people commenting, it's assumed that we're guilty from one man's words until we now have to prove we're not. We're now forced to release this info along with the screenshot proof to keep people from putting us down on social media or on this evening show. We understand that putting this out is detrimental to our careers, but our back is against the wall on this, and it was either this or let Tony Khan go on saying we no-showed. We want to thank each and every fan who has reached out and made your voices heard, as well as the locker room members who have reached out that know the truth as well. We hope you all still enjoy the show this evening for the sake of the wrestlers putting on their best, and appreciate how much we've seen that people really care about two boys who are always considered replaceable. So, are we done with this now, folks? Is this arc completed now? So, you had Tony Khan go out of his way and say that he was actually releasing the superstars because he was trying to make room for bigger talent. That was his words. That was his statement, right? Only for the boys, because on top of that, he was actually pointing out the reasons behind his decision to release these specific superstars to make more room. Then the boys come and say that he said it was budget cuts when he explicitly said it wasn't because of budget cuts. Then the boys are alleged on behalf of the boys that they no-showed when they have proof right here, clear as day, showing that it was one show and it was an accident. Bro, what part do you guys not understand? He made a rash decision. Why did he make the rash decision? Could it be hours after CM Punk made those comments on that show? the MMA Hour? Is this not a coincidence? Now, are we done with this arc? You cannot believe anything Tony Khan says. He is a fucking habitual liar. He is a liar. He lies to his talent. He lies to his fans. He doesn't even respect you guys enough to tell you the fucking truth. And then you have these people coming out, oh, you guys are always so harsh on Tony Khan. A billionaire who lies to you guys and the talent that you so-called follow because, you know, they're in AEW? Are you out of your... No, I'm done. I'm done. We know why he did what he did. The correlation is now adding up. He's making excuses for why... What? Okay, folks. Then what then, huh? Why is he lying? Why is he putting you on the loop-de-loop, huh? Why? Why? He made a rash decision. Why did he make the rash decision? This conversation is done. For all the AEW fanboys out there in denial, stay in denial. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people who want to know what the fuck is going on. You people are a fucking lost cause. But with that being said and done, I'm done with this arc. Continuing on to SmackDown, let's go. All right, I think I got time real quick. I see Dragon Lee was attacked, and Zelina Vega's about to come out for a match against Elektra Lopez. I could probably use that for the next segment. I was actually going to cut a segment before Logan Paul was coming back to the arena. I swear to God, that cut scene in that camera angle looked like he was entering the arena, and it was SmackDown 2, Know Your Fucking Role. I'm so serious. So I'm happy that I can actually bring this all in together. So you had Logan Paul, or I guess Kevin Owens and Randy Orton come out, and they cut a promo looking for Logan Paul, essentially talking a bunch of shit on the Kevin Owens show, which I still don't get the whole point of the Kevin Owens show. So you mean he's calling him out, right? That's what it is. But I guess we have to have a gimmick for everything. That's fine. It's okay. So eventually you had Logan Paul pop up on the screen. He's in a different section of the arena. I swear I didn't know it was set up. It was kind of like you guys, I forgot the name of the arena, but well, it was Madison Square Garden, obviously. But I mean, like, you remember like SummerSlam '98, where like you had the matches inside one arena, but then you had Ken Shamrock and Owen Hart, and they were wrestling like in another. I think it was actually in the same building, but it was like downstairs or upstairs in Madison Square Garden. It was kind of like that. They were doing that on a it was really cool. I liked it a lot, honestly. I liked it a lot. But Logan Paul was in a different section of the arena, kind of similar to what I was playing out with Madison Square Garden. And he was calling out Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, saying, oh, you know, hey, you think you're so big and tough. You guys are idiots. I'm 2 steps ahead of you. And Corey Graves said on commentary, I think he doesn't realize that they're across the street. And obviously Randy and Kevin realized this too. They ran outside the arena, and it was kind of funny, you know, like they jumped into a golf cart to go look for him, and they went across the street. Don't know why they just didn't walk. I mean, you could literally see the arena across, like the camera shot with them driving across the street. It's like, it's fucking ridiculous, but I get it. It's professional wrestling. You got to be goofy for the sake of being goofy, because they are goofies. They didn't know that Austin Theory and Grayson Waller was stalking them the entire time. They missed their cue when they were supposed to attack them in the ring. Just a bunch of goofy segments, but really quick though, because we're gonna come back to that after this real quick. We have the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, right? And this Battle Royal was a complete and utter clusterfuck. The first half of the match, it wasn't just me, right? The guys, the way they were getting eliminated, right? Was it just me, or was it just like some of the most lazy, lackadaisical, we don't give a fuck eliminations? Like, it's not even the eliminations in themselves, right? Just the way the guys were getting eliminated. Like, it was one instance where I think it was one of the, I think it was Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, right? The way they got, in particular Angel Garza, this motherfucker, he got thrown over the ropes, and I swear to God, it can't be me, right? He looked like he exited the fucking ring, right? With the way he got eliminated, it legit looked like he exited out of the fucking ring. And I'm looking at this shit like, okay, guys, I understand. You're not at WrestleMania. Your butt hurt as fuck. I get it. I get it. But goddamn, bro, y'all still got to do the match. Y'all can't just be going in there half-assing it the way they half-assed it, bro. I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, well, damn. Tell me you don't want to be in the match without telling me you don't want to be in the match, huh? Well, they came back for commercial break, and Omos, because he's a fucking dummy, he, like, eliminated, what the fuck are the names again? The brothers with the fucking singlets, whatever, the Creed brothers. He eliminated them, but somehow he threw himself over the ropes. It was some ridiculous shit. I can't even tell you how. It came out to the final 4, I guess. Was it 4? I guess 5, maybe 6, I guess. Where it came out of Ricochet, the Alpha Academy, Bronson Reed, who else? Bronson Reed, Ivar, and Ricochet. Ricochet got did I say Ricochet twice? Whatever. Ricochet got eliminated because when he was jumping over so like he was already outside the ring and he was about to jump back inside the ring, and then what's the dude's name again? The bobblehead JD McDonough, he pulled him outside the ring and then he came back inside the ring and got super kicked over the ropes. I wouldn't have minded if JD McDonough would have won the match, just so he can have some credibility within the Judgment Day. He's like the only one who isn't accomplished. You got the rest of these guys and they're at WrestleMania, and then you got JD McDonough, and it's like he just doesn't fit at all with the way he keeps losing. All the other people are successful as shit, and then here you got JD McDonough just bringing them down. Should kick his ass out of Judgment Day. But he got super kicked out of the ring by Akira Tozawa. Otis got eliminated, and then Akira Tozawa got picked up and just died. I put a short up if you guys want to go see it. This motherfucker died. I mean, he died. Threw that motherfucker over the ropes, completely overshot Otis, Ivar that is. You can see it on his face. He's concerned as fuck, but you know he has to pay attention to the match. It was just goddamn. He's okay though, so I can laugh at him. I don't. What can I say, bruh? I mean, like maybe Akira could have stopped a little tiny bit if he just opened his eyes all the fucking way. But it came down to Ivar and it came down to Bronson Reed. Pretty decent shit, I guess. Whatever. Bronson Reed won the match. That's all you needed to know about that. Pointless as fuck. Don't know what was the reason for it. They should give a stipulation to the Battle Royal. I would say at the very least a #1 contender shot for either the United States Championship or the Intercontinental Championship, and they get the fight against the winner at WrestleMania at the next pay-per-view. That's what I do. Winner gets a shot at the IC or United States Championship, depending on their brand after the draft, which by the way is going to come back. I don't know if it's actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if it's before. I don't know if it's before Backlash or if it's after Backlash, but nevertheless though, whatever show they happen to be on, they get to get a shot against their respective mid-card championship at the next pay-per-view. That's what I do, because otherwise, who the fuck cares? And then Bronson Reed did the whole cliche, I'm standing next to the trophy and I'm gonna cross my arms like Andre the Giant because everybody else does that and I'm so bored and it's so cliche. So afterwards, we had Logan Paul. He's coming back to the ring, like I said, and he makes it back in the ring. He starts to cut a promo. I mean, it's so boring, and you can see where this is coming from a mile away. He's like, oh, if you were squeamish, then you guys shouldn't be looking away. Cameraman, and shoot it at the WrestleMania building or whatever they're at. And they shot at the building, and you can see Grayson Waller and Austin looking like straight up geeks looking for Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, who, oh my god, they're back in the arena and they're underneath the ring, and they beat the crap out of Austin Theory, hit him with a stunner, they hit him for RKO. I'm actually surprised by the end of this segment Randy Orton didn't hit Kevin Owens with an RKO, or even Kevin Owens hitting Randy Orton with a stunner. You would have thought that would have been the case, because that would have probably made a lot of sense, but apparently not. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I thought this segment would have been a lot more funner. They should have dragged it out to probably like the 9:30 hour, but it is what it is, and it is what it is. I guess I don't know what else to say about that. Right now we have Elektra Lopez going up against Lena Vega, as I talked about before. Dragon Lee was attacked backstage, so hopefully this has some repercussions. Maybe we might actually get somebody replacing him at the WrestleMania match. A little bit of an Andrade in my life, a little bit Andrade by my side, and we're gonna find out right now in the next segment, because Elektra Lopez just beats Lena Vega, so we'll talk about that in the next segment. I gotta pay attention to this first, okay? Okay, we're good. All right, as predicted, I assumed this was going to be the case, and it absolutely was the case. Again, super predictable, but, predictable isn't really that bad also. Andrade ended up sliding for Rey Mysterio, so I'm assuming that's going to be the tag team match going into WrestleMania. It's going to be Andrade debuting. Well, I guess re-debuting, right? Well, I guess re-debuting, because he was in the Royal Rumble already, too. It's going to be his first match, official match in WWE in, 2 years? Almost, no, 3 years, right? You know what's funny? Damn. Yeah, shit. Didn't I make a video? Hey, any OGs of the channel? I made a video about Andrade, right? About his contract situation when he first left WWE to go to AEW. This was back in 2021. Actually, around this time, if I'm not mistaken. And I was laughing my ass off. I made a video about that. Damn, that was 3 years ago, wasn't it? And I did the whole thumbnail with the fire money falling out the sky and the desk, and Andrade walking out crying in the thumbnail. Damn, I did that video 3 years ago. Damn, that's probably the hardest I ever laughed. Yeah, shit, I remember that. But no, that's the last time I made a video about Andrade, now that I think about it too. But yeah, I guess he's gonna come back this he's gonna wrestle his first match at WrestleMania. God damn it, shit. He ended up turning on fucking the LW. Well, I guess Legado de Fantasma, and it's a better match from a star power standpoint. No disrespect to Dragon Lee, but obviously Andrade is a bigger star, so it all fits. It's cool. You can't get Bad Bunny, then I guess the next best thing would have probably been Carlito, most likely. But that's. Look, Andrade's a perfect fit, okay? Fuck what I'm saying right now. But something came out to my attention. Look, I get it. In the end of the day, you're trying to build up this whole trios match because Jade Cargill is a future star for your company. I get it. I understand, right? But multiple things. One, I gotta assume, I'm not gonna be stupid here. We got like 50 minutes left. They are gonna come right back to Bayley and Io, right? Look, you don't gotta like the match. You don't gotta like Bayley. You don't gotta like Io. I get it. But just on principle, she won the Royal Rumble. I heard she wasn't at that press conference earlier today either, wasn't she? I don't understand. Look, if this was going to be the case, then just let Becky win the Rumble. Oh God, if this all was going to happen, then just let Becky win the Rumble. This feud has no build to it whatsoever, and it's a shame too. I like Bayley. I have no problem with Io. Look, it's already bad enough that I'm not really that big of a fan of women's wrestling. So when I find a person I actually like, it'd be nice if you actually go out of your way to promote the feud. And like I said, I don't like Becky Lynch, but if this was going to be the case, if all of this energy was going to go pretty much on Becky and Rhea, just let Becky win the Rumble. This feud has no heat to it whatsoever. And I know maybe that's a strong maybe if she comes back and does an angle with, Io later on tonight, maybe Dakota Kai and all of them brawl backstage, maybe that might be the case, then you kind of make it up. But I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do for a promo package. That's how little they have. Most of the promo package is going to be pretty much highlighting Bayley, right? I don't know. It kind of sucks. And what else sucked with this fucking promo, bruh? Look, you had Naomi, Bianca, and Jade Cargill. They had a little bit of a united front type of promo. That shit was ass. That was a lame ass promo, bruh. They sounded cringy as fuck too. All of them sounded super cringy. At least they didn't do the whole stereotypical, and you want to know what's gonna happen? I'm going to talk like this, just like Sasha Banks and just like Nia Jax. Or they didn't do the whole quirky, you guys know, I'm gonna fight you at WrestleMania. You wanna know us? Wait, wanna know what else? They didn't do any of that. They had I guess you can kind of call this the Bianca Belair cadence. I'm gonna be very normal, but at the same time, I'm kind of boring. WWE Universe, am I boring? Yeah, that's right. I'm boring. But at the same time, I can get a little bit quirky too, right, girls? Wait, hang on. I see Andrade. Hang on. Bro, Rey Mysterio is a walking fucking meme, dude. How many times do they have to teach you this lesson, old man? How many fucking times, Rey? Okay, so they're backstage and they're doing the whole little gimmick of, Dragon Lee's out and shit like that. Andrade take his place. Okay, Carlito comes inside. He comes backstage. He's like, Rey, did you hear what happened? Dragon Lee's out. And he sounds excited. Rey's gonna replace him with Carlito. And he's like, yeah, Andrade's there. And Carlito takes a second. He's like, all right, Andrade, I'm happy that you're in. Take those guys out. Rey, bro, you've been getting turned on for 20 fucking years, my guy. If it's not Eddie, it's Batista. If it's not Eddie and Batista, it's fucking Santos. If it's not Santos, it's Dominic. If it's not Dominic, it's... Bro, what the fuck do you need, bro? My guy, how many... Okay, Rey, you know what? You deserve this, bro. When Carlito turns on your dumbass, you deserve this. Fuck. Did I make my prediction? I think I said my prediction was Santos and Dominic, right? I'm definitely sticking with that right now. Fucking Christ. Rey, come on now, bro. But that's pretty much it for the most part, guys. We're going to go to the next segment. That just... I got to say this one more time, bro. If you don't want to... If you don't have the confidence in Bayley to be in a match where she's being promoted or whatever the case may be, then damn, bro, like I said, this is kind of a slap in the face to Bayley, isn't it? This is really a slap in the face. All this talk about Sasha Banks going to AEW. Look, one ain't saying Becky or Bayley's going to be a draw. That's fucking retarded. That's not going to happen. But just just for her sake, bro. I mean, if I was in her position, just a straight up slap in the face, bro. If I can get some money out of Tony Khan and that contract can end up being higher with more privileges than what WWE is offering her at the moment, I'd probably go jump to AEW if I was Bayley, honestly, bro. The disrespect is unreal. She didn't even, bro, she won the Rumble. Like, again, you don't gotta like the storyline, but if that's not the case, then don't put her in that position. I don't know, if I was in her position, if I can get a better deal from Tony Khan, I'd be jumping ship if I was her, but that's just me, though. But with that being said, oh, and one more thing also, before I continue also, and one more thing. Bro, bring back rock music. Such a stark difference watching the match card in NXT and seeing how they're getting down with their rock music and the match card and the graphics, and it looks like a banging show, and it gets you hyped up. And then you go to WrestleMania and you hear, "Oh, people, get on your knees. Please spread your cheeks. Gonna put my tongue in your asshole." Like, oh my God, bro. Bro. And then you got Meek Mill with his shitty rapping. Like, bro. I'm just saying, bro, rap has no business being, I mean, unless it's gonna be something gritty, and when I mean gritty, I mean you like Illmatic gritty. I mean you're Nas, and you know, whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is mine. It's mine. It's mine. If it ain't gritty like that, I don't want to hear rap music. All this upbeat pop. This isn't even hip hop. It's hip hop. Shit is garbage, bro. Bro, what did the Tribe Called Quest say? Fife? What did Fife Dog say, bro? Right? This ain't pop, it's hip hop, so stop. Like, bro, this shit is lame, bro. I hate this rap music shit nowadays in wrestling. This shit is trash, bro. I'll even take drill music, honestly. At least drill music got some deadly lyrics inside it now and make it feel a little bit more aggressive. This fucking Meek Mill, Drake, all this lame ass mainstream hip hop shit, get this shit out of here, bro. Shit garbage, man. Okay, like, I get what they're trying to do, and in any other circumstance or in any other situation, like, this would be suffice, you know, in place of a promo, in place of an angle. I wouldn't necessarily mind this, but it's WrestleMania and it still is involving your women's champion. Like, I can't stress this enough. You gave so much love to Rhea and Becky didn't win the Royal Rumble. She won the Elimination Chamber. The Royal Rumble is more important than the Elimination Chamber. The Elimination Chamber is a last resort to get to WrestleMania, right? Like, all they did was air a promo package for Bayley and Io. And don't get it twisted. It was a great promo package. It was nice. I mean, they were barely, like, as I predicted, they were barely able to fill it up with actual actions building up to WrestleMania because they didn't do anything. The most you got out of these girls was the pipe stuff and Bayley beating the crap out of her during Io's little sit-down interview like a week or two ago. That's the most you got out of it as far as the interaction preceding all the stuff that built up to that, right? Like, that's not enough. Like, that just wasn't enough. We're going to WrestleMania. I don't think people understand. We're going to WrestleMania. That's where we're going. We're not going to Backlash. We're not going to another episode of Raw. We're going to WrestleMania, and it's for your women's championship. You should have done more to build up this match. Like, I can't stress that enough. One more time, you ain't got to be a big fan of Bayley, but respect the title and respect the pay-per-view that the title is going to be defended on, which is WrestleMania. If you weren't, and I got to say this one more time, and I won't say it again, if you weren't going to build up the match in this manner, then don't disrespect the Royal Rumble and make her. They do this a lot. They did it with Sheamus back in 2012. They did it with a couple of women and a couple of men. Like, if you're not gonna respect the Royal Rumble for what it is, then just don't put that person in that match to win it. Like, it's like you just did that just to have that match have that credibility so it can have something to stand on. It's no different than the championship belt. It's not the championship that makes the belt. It's the person that makes the championship belt. I don't know. This is just an incredible disappointment. Speaking of Rhea Ripley, though, before all this, you did have a tag team match with the New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate taking on Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. And one more time, said this for a couple of weeks, the fall from grace that Austin Theory has experienced, I have not seen in any professional wrestler in a very, very long time. 1 minute, this man is going up against John Cena in the opener at WrestleMania and beating him. The next minute, he's taking part in a six-pack challenge for a tag team championship belt and a ladder match. One can argue even Finn Balor to a lesser degree also. He fought Edge in a Hell in a Cell match. But, you know, at the very least, he is a tag team champion, at the very least defending. You know, he is part of the biggest stable in wrestling right now, considering that the bloodline is no longer a thing. I mean, a legitimate thing. But, you know, it was a decent match. They ended up beating Grayson and Austin Theory. And then you had the Judgment Day come out and they just lay waste to all of them. Nice little beatdown segment. I appreciated that. But just, man, I can't get it. I mean, I feel like this would be so much more stronger if they like had a legitimate brand split, so time and effort could have been dedicated to Becky and Rhea for show on Raw, and then Bayley and Io for show on SmackDown. I feel like all the interruptions from Raw superstars coming to SmackDown and vice versa takes away from the superstars who are actually a part of that brand. Like, they really need to, and I know we've been repeating ourselves for a couple of years now, but they really need to strengthen up the brand split. If you're going to do it, legitimately do it. And who's coming out right now? Hang on, I'm curious. Oh, it's LA Knight. All right, I guess that'll be the next segment, so we'll see where we go from there. Man, this build for WrestleMania has been, I mean, outside of what The Rock has been, I mean, Rock has carried this entire fucking build for WrestleMania. It's such a shame. What an ass. This is worse than last year as far as the build for WrestleMania. The last year, it was really just the main event that I had a problem with as far as the build is considered. This year, this has just been a complete ass, like WrestleMania 27 level of assery when it comes to the booking, bruh. Honestly, man, if it wasn't for The Rock, ironically, just like 27, man, this would be like the worst built fucking WrestleMania of all time. Bruh, this episode of this episode of SmackDown is so ass, bro. This episode of SmackDown is ass. It's ass. It's ashy ass booty juice. This is so bad. Bro, SmackDown was the place to be. It was the A show. What happened? This is such an ass show. I'm an ass man. Dun, dun. That should be the theme song for this fucking episode of SmackDown. This episode is ass. But I will say, before I talk about LA Knight, yeah, I gotta say, bro, Jey Uso is so fucking hype. Like, earlier on, he was cutting a promo too with his Yeet glasses on, and then Cena come out to the ring, and he's doing the whole bouncing shit, and the crowd is singing the lyrics to his song, and everybody's hyped as fuck, bruh. Man, make this man a champion, bruh. People talk about Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins and all this other shit, bruh. Like, legitimately, you tell me right now, bruh. Honest to God, I think about this, and I can't think of anybody else. As far as legitimately over, people actually vibe with them. They got their own trademarks. I swear it's only Swerve Strickland and Jey Uso in wrestling right now. Nobody is as over as these two when it comes to getting the crowd hyped, keeping the crowd hyped without having to get over with stupid ass yes gimmicks. And I like Daniel Bryan, but I'm just being honest. No yes gimmicks. No having to get people to chant. None of that shit, bruh. Jey Uso and Swerve Strickland, people like that, they kind of bring, and even LA Knight, they bring me back to a time when I was a kid, when people had things to attach themselves to and get super hyped over, bruh. Like, I miss that kind of shit, and I like that kind of connection with the audience that these kind of talents actually have, bruh. But Jey Uso's on a different level, bro. People they fuck with him with the yeet shit. He got a certain swagger about him. He's dope as fuck on the microphone. He's always aggressive. He's like everything that you want in a wrestler, bro. I'm telling you, he's another one of my top. He's in my top 5 also. Jey Uso quickly making it up there to my top 3. Him and Swerve Strickland. I'm telling you, bro, that's the future right there. That's the motherfucking future. You just need people credible enough to go up against him from a heel standpoint. But those two right there, they're the motherfucking future. But you had LA Knight come out here and another lackadaisical lame ass build to a WrestleMania match. Just keep it on going, keep it on pushing. This man cuts one of the most self-promotion-esque type of self-promotion promos you can ever self-promote on your self-promotion promotion. The city of Townsville. No, real talk though, bruh. This man's talking and he's like chewing gum and like he gets tongue twisted. I mean, this motherfucker's like, let me tell you something, AJ Styles. You're gonna come to my... What the fuck just happened? And Corey Graves pointing out like this motherfucker's chewing gum and cutting a promo at the same time. And this nigga, he nearly dies choking on his motherfucking gum. Like, bruh, put the gum down, bruh. Put the motherfucking gum down. What you doing? What you doing? This is why they told Ken Kennedy not to chew gum when walking down to the ring. Nah, in reality, that was Triple H hating on him. But still, though, man, like, nah, LA Knight, come more correct. Your promo was ass tonight, bro. You was all about the catchphrases. You was like Rock, but like less charismatic. So you got me getting tongue twisted with your lame ass promos. That's just contagious, bro. He was like a Rock, but less charismatic. Almost had me tongue twisted again. See, bro. No more talking about LA now. He's fucking up my mojo, baby. I'll behave. But with that being said, look at that. Still promoting Rhea. Look at that. They're still promoting Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. Bitches is SmackDown, all right? God damn. We can go through the whole card coming up tomorrow night. But they're going to run through it right now. But with that being said, we got Jey Uso going up against Solo Sikoa. Hopefully, we get some... Fuck, hopefully, man. We'll talk about this shit afterwards. I already know what the fuck's going to go down. I will hope that they will somehow get Seth and Cody and Roman and Rock or some combination of the 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Any of these motherfuckers on the show tonight. You're going to do the whole cross promotion shit. This will be the show. This will be the match to do it with, considering they're main eventing tomorrow night. But... we'll just wait and see, and I'll come back and we'll talk about this after this show. But this is ass, bro. This is ass. This whole WrestleMania build. Hopefully, the show is a lot better than the build to it. God, diggity down, bruh. That was the main event. That was the main event of SmackDown. That's your go home program into WrestleMania. That segment right there. This is my last recording before we go directly into NXT and WrestleMania. This is my last recording before we go directly into the final episode of the entire wrestling season this year. Bruh. You mean to tell me the day after WrestleMania 39 to this very moment was building up for this to be the last segment? All these years of Roman Reigns holding on to that championship belt, this man held the belt so long. He held it since I started uploading more regularly on my old channel. My Millennial Smart channel was only like a month or two uploading regularly before Roman Reigns became champion. This motherfucker held the belt so long and almost coincides with the initial debut of AEW on television. And this is the final segment. We don't get no Rock. We don't get Roman Reigns at least showing up for his final television appearance as a world champion. This right here, this segment is the end. This is the last time you're going to see Cody Rhodes before he becomes a champion. And this is the end of the segment right here. All of this climaxed for this right here. Bruh. This generation is fucked. This generation is straight fucked. My guy, are you really gonna sit here? Y'all really gonna sit here and tell me with a straight motherfucking face that this is your guy? This is your generation? This is the guy that's speaking for your generation right here, Cody Rhodes? Bro. So fuck the solo match with Jey Uso. It was boring as fuck, and it was just there to set up this segment right here. Jimmy Uso comes out. He obviously causes a DQ finish. Cody and Seth comes out. They take their aggression out on Jimmy and Solo as a response to Rock and Roman, right? I was gonna say to the Bloodline, but really, what is it? It's just Rock and Roman and two jobbers essentially, right? Until we get past WrestleMania and we see what's gonna happen with Solo and Jimmy. You mean to tell me their response is 2 whips of the belt, a crossroads, and a body splash? So ignore that all for a sec, because Cody was literally bleeding thanks to The Rock. Roman and Rock demolished these two last Monday, and this is their response. They barely did anything to Solo. It was all to Jimmy, and even then, they barely did anything to Jimmy. At least to justify what The Rock and Roman have been doing to them for the past couple of months, insulting them, trashing them, making them look like complete insignificant jobbers, making them bleed, leaving welts all over their back. And this is the way they send a response. And then Cody gets on the microphone, and this motherfucking Ronald Reagan motherfucker over here with his political speech, his political banner. I didn't know if I was watching WWE Smackdown, if I was watching WWE Raw, or if I was watching WWE State of the fucking Union address. This dude, you would think anybody else would be super aggressive, super ready. Rock, Roman, you guys did what you did to me on Raw. Let me tell you something. when I get my hands on you, this is what's gonna happen to you. Smack of the belt, smack of the belt, smack of the belt. And you can use Solo. You ain't gotta do all that to Jimmy, because Jimmy, you need to be able to save for Jey Uso, right? Jimmy can run up the ramp. He can probably come back down and grab Solo and pull him out of the ring. But Cody, with the aggression, spilling, the crying, all this stuff, the emotion that could have been pouring out, passing the microphone to Seth Rollins screaming, yelling, talking shit. Also, Drew, don't think I forgot about you next. I'm gonna beat the living shit out of all you guys, is what I was expecting out of this promo. Instead, we get Cody getting on the microphone. It's WrestleMania week. 40 years of WrestleMania. And Roman, I will become the world champion. And it's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me right now, bruh? Is this really the state of wrestling right now, man? You know, when we got the rope, this was the, let me just kind of help you guys out. And yes, people are going to be like, Devontae, here you go again with the attitude. No, you need this. You guys need an education, a proper education, okay? Because you probably weren't born at the time. So here's a proper, adequate, sophisticated. I'm going to be sophisticated, okay? When Rock and Stone Cold had their go-home episode to, you know, WrestleMania 17, the greatest pay-per-view of all time, the greatest wrestling show of all time, they were face-to-face. And you can feel the tension, the crowd buzzing, the crowd ramping up, getting hyped up for what's going to happen. Rock is talking trash. Austin is talking trash. Austin pulls out a beer. He wants to have a truce with The Rock building up into WrestleMania. He hands Rock the beer. Very aggressively, smacks right in the chest. Beer flies everywhere. Rock looks down. I know this motherfucker didn't just do what I think he just did. So you know what The Rock did? He did the same thing back to Austin. He gave him a toast. Smacked the beer right out of his hand. And then they brawled into the crowd, into the locker room. People pulling them apart. Everybody. Chaos is ensuing between Rock and Austin. And then it cuts back to Austin because they had the My Way promo, one of the greatest wrestling packages of all time. And it cuts back to Austin, cursing up a storm. Just beep, boop, beep, bop, bop, boop, beep, bop, bop, all over the fucking place. All you hear is just straight up censoring. He stops. He tells the guy who's trying to intervene to get the fuck up out of here. He looks back at the arena, pissed off because Rock put his hands on him. He has his duffel bag in his hands. He just throws that bitch across the hallway, walking down with his BMF walk. That was our go-home segment to WrestleMania 17 to sell you on the idea that Austin and Rock want to kill each other to see who's the number one guy. Cody Rhodes, on the other hand, wants to tell you how many years have occurred building up into WrestleMania. He wants you to know that it's been 40 years since WrestleMania has started. These are nerds. These are geeks. These are losers. These are chumps. These are two men who have no business being in the position that they're currently in right now. And here's the problem. We need Cody to win because I can't take any more of Roman Reigns' fucking title run. I would much rather have boring Cody win and eventually lose that belt as quickly as humanly fucking possible than have Roman hold that belt for one more fucking day. One more week, I will say, because we have to still get past WrestleMania, right? So it's like a catch-2. You're in a catch-22 situation. Damn if you do or damn if you don't. We either have boring Cody as a champion, or we have Roman, I can't make it to the arena because my back masseuse gives me an appointment to stay home because I need to be able to watch the show from home because my back hurts from carrying the company. Not! This is lame. This is terrible. This whole road to WrestleMania is atrocious. Rock couldn't even been bothered. He's been showing up for all these weeks and he couldn't be bothered to show up to this fucking main event? This is the last segment before WrestleMania. And neither one of these two could have fucking showed up to at least put it over. We couldn't get a brawl around the arena with Rock and Roman battling Seth and fucking Cody and Drew maybe attacking Seth and then Cody being left on his own to battle Rock and Roman who destroy him backstage. Yeah, it would have made them look like bigger losers, but at least you would have had it out. At least then it's building up to something fun. Instead, we get this. We get this, and you people sit here and you defend this shit. That's the shit that sickens me. You sit here and you defend this shit. You have the audacity to sit back and say, Devontae, why do you criticize this? Why do I criticize what? This? As opposed to what? Lauding over it? Favoring it? Applauding it? This? Were we watching the same show? Do we have eyes? I have eyes. Do you have eyes? Or maybe I don't have eyes and you do. Which one of us is... Who's the fucked up one here for a second? I'm curious. But, of course... I had to hit my vape for that right there. But, of course, excuses will be made. Devontae, sit back and let the story play out. Okay. The story played out already. Now it's time to go to WrestleMania. Now it's get on the pot or get the fuck off of it. And honestly, now that we are now going to WrestleMania, now that this final segment has ended, now that we have the conclusion to the road to WrestleMania, this is the worst road to WrestleMania in WWE history, bar none. Nothing comes even remotely fucking close. Nothing. Not a zilch. Nothing. But of course, when it's WWE, all you have to be is WWE in order to draw. So they don't give a shit. They already got our money. WrestleMania is coming up soon. We're going to watch. But goddamn it, the time that I won't get back, the effort that they themselves pretend to actually put into all this is disgraceful and pitiful as fuck. I can't believe they got away with this shit. That's the part that kills me. They got away with this shit. They got away with this build to WrestleMania. That's unfucking believable. Man. All right. Okay. It is what it is. This is what we're looking forward to. This is what we have going on to WrestleMania. So we just sit back and I have to watch this shit. I have to sacrifice my time so you guys don't. So I'm going to do that. We're going to start off with NXT Stand and Deliver tomorrow, and then we'll go directly into night one of WrestleMania. I'll have my news standby. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, how you felt about this episode of Smackdown. Let me know how you feel about WrestleMania coming up tomorrow. Let me know how you feel about this entire road to WrestleMania in general. And of course, people are going to come out because it's not AEW and they're going to be like, this is absolute shit. I mean, both companies can't just be tolerated and called shit. It has to be, well, at least one that's not the other. Okay, you can play that game. I'll be back here judging them and judging you and judging your parents and quite possibly even judging whoever thought it was okay to put you on earth to have a brain and use that brain to type words on social media to give these assholes the false sense of security of thinking that they're actually doing a good thing. Thanks a lot. I love you guys a lot. With that being said, I'm signing out, and I will be seeing you guys tomorrow for WrestleMania weekend. God may have mercy on all of our souls. All. See, fuck, I'm tongue twisted. Let me get the fuck up out of here. Deuces, P, ice. Fuck me.